Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are looking our documentation of project Chappal Store, in which different individuals with the group members named as Kubab, Roshan, Samir, Rahil, Usman, Hathar. This is mainly project for object-oriented analysis and design. Basically submit to Sir Abid Rafiq and the University of Sargodha. The basic description of our project is that in each of us store, we enable the customers to browse the firm's range of chappals, view photos or images of chappals along with information about the product specifications. Features and prices in this system. Firstly, new users register themselves by giving email, name and contact number. After that, users can log into the system every time just by entering username and password. After login, user can view list of variety of shoe articles. Shoe articles means you design different range of products like women, men, and nowadays winter and winter collection and related information. Each of our store usually enable users to use search features to find specific models, brands, or items. Basically, this each of our store is not itself a shop, but as well as it collaborate with different brands for selling Chappal products. Customers must have access to the internet and valid method of payment in order to complete a transaction, such as credit card and debit card. Customer will order desired product according to their need. Now project started. We started from our use case templates. Use case template basically is a template in which we describe different things before we go to our diagrams. First of all, we name the use case template, like manage customer profile trigger. Trigger basically is a thing in which we say that someone initiate the process. Like the trigger of this use case template is this use case starts when the actors indicates they want to manage customers profile. Like customer profile, who will manage the customer file, customer as well as the admin. Admin plays a secondary role that the information is correct or not. After that, we see the brief description. In this templates type, we share the description of the use case, and after that we discuss our actors. There are some primary actors, and after that there are secondary actors, and there are preconditions that should be true. And basic flow, the basic flow is basically the flow of our use case and the alternative flows and exception flows. And the post conditions, like customer profile has been either created or updated, means that the use case must be true. And after one by one, there are different use case templates named as change account password, have different triggers, descriptions, primary actors, and etc. And third one is sign up customer, manage the user and its applications, and manage the shopping cart, manage the order of the shoe. And after that we will discuss cancel order, make payment, add to cart, and different use case templates for our Chappal store. Now we are looking to our basic use case diagram. Use case diagram is basically a UML, unified modeling language diagram, in which we describe our basic overview of a in use case diagram basically is a unified modeling language diagram in which we discuss our brief description of our project, like there are some actors and some use cases which collaborate each other to make a software for the easiness of ourselves. There are some use cases we discuss above, as use case templates, like super and there are some actors like super admin, system user, customer, and employee. Super admin will supervise the duties of admin, and the system user is basically the system, the person behind the system is like the automatically update the customers profiles, manage shipping cart, and check the inventory. And there are customer which select and order their products, and there are employees which work for the which are working for the our warehouse and our shop, and collaborate with different brands. And there are some different things in which extend and include relationship, like there is add to cart, is include in a relationship with many users and full application, like there this means this is the must be true to add card before filling users full application. After that, there are extend function which may or may not be necessary for them. There are many use cases which are attached with different actors according to their needs and their responsibilities, like manage product, make payment, and manage customer refund, are related to super admin and system user. As well as here we see the create bills, add stock, exchange item, like discount who will discount the product, basically the employee of the warehouse or the company. And the customer, which is view shows and add to cart their products, make payment, like after checking payment method, like either cash on delivery or online, and log in and log out from the system, check the super admin as well as the system user. This is a basic diagram which shows our project's overview, and after that my other fellows will brief you the different diagrams one by one.
I am I am Samir Avas, roll number 38, and I have to describe collaboration diagram first. Roshan is calling in between. Okay, I will start. Collaboration diagram is basically collaboration diagram is a communication diagram. As it shows here, it is showing relationships between software objects and interactions in between. We can see there is a user and login, and there is a relationship between user and login that is showing through a line. And we can see that collaboration diagram are created to identify the structural elements that are required to carry out that function that we are making. And a model is then built using the relationships between these elements. So there is a the function is can be shown with these arrows. As we can see, there is arrow number one, click to login, and the second is successful login to your account. This is a message. And one more thing in collaboration diagram, it is a flow chart that describes the functionality and behavior of the particular objects, individual objects. And there are objects we can see. Objects are shown in rectangulars, user, validate, database, and login. These are called objects, and there are particular actors also that initiate the entire use case. And then there are links that join them. Links connect objects with actors, and such that we form a proper diagram, and we send a message between objects that are shown as a labeled arrow placed near a link. So this is a collaboration diagram. Now move to domain model.
Explain this what occur in the diagram, like user relationship with login. Simple.
I have described that user when user will log in, it will send a message, click to login, and it will receive a message as there is mentioned with the number 6. It will receive a message back that successful login to your account. It means that the account has been logged in. Then it will check the validity. Validity checking will happen as there is shown on number 5. User login successfully, and the message will be sent to a validate user after checking the validity in the system. So it means that the user is validated and registered, and then to collect the data from database or anything that placed in database, as number 3 is uh, I can't properly see. It will pass the message. It means that user is validate, and it will allow him to do the particular that thing the user want to do. This is the whole collaboration diagram. Likewise, the other collaboration diagrams also.
There are many different collaboration diagrams which are assigned to our different team members. Now we are moved towards our domain model. Like there are different collaboration diagrams. Like this one, this is domain model.
Yes, domain model. Domain model is basically a technique that is used to understand the project problem or description. Overall project, it will describe the overall description of the project. Um, and it translates the requirement of that project into a software component of solution. As we can see, there are many components in that domain model. A domain model contains many conceptual classes, as there are product, user, stock, sales. These all are classes here, and association, and we make association between these classes, and uh, and we also define the particular attributes of that of every class. And more, if we define the domain model, it is the concept that include the data, all the data involved in the business, or the rules of business who are defining that business. All the rules and all the description are involved in that domain model, and it helps to develop a proper software. And as we can see, there is a first class product sold, and there are many attributes below, and others are not properly can be seen here. Total price, add product or invoice or amount. These are all product classes attributes. And
There- Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Rahil Musharraf, roll number 41. So my topic is class diagram and component diagram. First of all, I will discuss class diagram. So class diagram is used to model the objects that make up the system. Class diagram is the main building block of all. What are the advantages of class diagram? Class diagram give us a sense of orientation. It provides detailed insight into the structure of our system. The purpose of class diagram is to model the static view of the application. There are three parts of class diagram. First one is object name, second one is attribute, and third and last one is operations. So if we see in here our project of e-Chappal store, we could say that see that there is address, and under this there are attributes like country, city, street, and zip code. Similarly, in all these classes, there are subclasses which are called attributes. Like in user, there is username, password, and etc. So this was a class diagram, and now we will discuss component diagram. Component diagram depicts how components are wired together to form large components on software system. Component diagram shows relationship between different components in a system. Component diagram is very simple and very easy to understand. That's why we use this diagram in org. Component diagram can be described as static implementation of view of system. As we have component diagram of each Chappal store in our project. So if we see the in our diagram that there is search engine, and on right side and left side there are some symbols that are used. So the symbol on the left side is set provided interference, and the symbol on right side is called required interference. So we could see similarly in all these symbols are used. uh, so we could say that the component diagram is also a easy way to understand the things. Thank you. Hubab bhai, my presentation is over.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Usman Haider and I will discuss the package diagram. First of all, we define what is the package diagram. Then we discuss our package diagram, our each Apple store. The package diagram or the structural diagram used to show the organization and arrangement of the various model elements in the form of package. As you seen in our diagram that we divide our different arrangement of model in a package. First of all, we have a user, authentication, e-Chappal store, payment, and logout. These are our packages. First of all, we have a user that different user we have, and then if a user have authentication, then the user in our system. Then he have a different payment method and a logout from the system. And the other is the package diagram. Deployment diagram. In this diagram, we have a different visualization of the software, and we have too many of software in different form. In this, we see that our different software are the each-Apple app and each-Apple model, and these are the described as we see. Uh, Thank you.
Here I shortly describe the deployment diagram. Deployment diagram, basically the deployment of our project, in which we discuss all about our project and deploy our different instances. Like we have discussed our AP3 server and product server and bank server and different things. So
Now we will further discuss about what is activity diagram. Activity diagrams are graphical representation of workflows of stepwise activities and actions with support for choice, iteration, and concurrency. It portrays the current flow from start point to finish point. Activity diagrams are basically often used in business process modeling. Now we will discuss about what following diagram with four main activities: sent, order by customer, receipt of the order, confirm of the order, dispatch order. User can log in and check out the order and add stock and can exchange item, manage payment and update the product. In the further we will user can start login verification. Please table the picture, Hubab. After receiving the order, request condition checks are performed to if it is normal or special order. After type of order is identified, dispatch activity is performed, and that is the termination of the process. In these pictures, user can log in, check, exchange item, add stock, then it can manage payment, refund, create bills, log out, and then it can log out. And we have, and this is the termination of the process. In the next diagram, Khubab, in which user can get the data, validate the data, new state, and update item, check item. Activity diagram is basically a flow chart to represent the flow from one activity to another. It represents basically the dynamic behavior. It validates the data, and this black circle you see, this is the termination of the process in the activity diagram. And that's it for me. Describe the sequence diagram. In sequence diagram, the user can log in, validate database. He can log in and validate the user. User will pass it, and then it will found pass, match, validate user. User can log in successfully log into your account, and it will give the message to the database. And this is all works in e-Chappal store, the sequence diagram. Next diagram, Khubab. In this, user can add to stock and update the stock and refund and remove the stock, distribution, inventory. There is an inventory and shopping cart, send order by customer, receipt of the order, confirm and dispatch order in the inventory. If there in the stock is in the inventory, it will place order to the required customer. Next,
Thank you very much, Roshan. ठीक है रोशान लीव कर लो थैंक यू वेरी मच
ठीक हो